Charles. All right, man, quick video as I'm sitting in my car here waiting on somebody. Listen up. You're all aware how the government uses a black box in your TV to manipulate and to deceive. You know, that black box, that satanic black box that sits in everybody's living room. This is what they use to brainwash the masses, you know, and it works. It's a very well used tool that the government uses. Okay, so anyway, guys, I want to touch on something that Trump did today, and we'll just tie everything in together here. Trump gave the government more power today because of the Capitol thing that happened in the Capitol last week, a couple days ago. He gave the government more power to take care of business next time anything like this happens anywhere. So in other words, he's telling the government that they can come in with the tanks, with the military, and take these people and get them under control from here on out. No more of these riots, no more of this, no more of that. Trump is authorizing the government to come in and, dude, lock them up, throw them in a FEMA camp, do what you got to do. Okay, this is what he's doing. Now, but he needed something to happen in order for that order to go out. So what happened to the Capitol? Something that was planned, right? Do you guys believe that? Do you believe the government would actually allow something to happen? The reason I say that is because how is it that all these people storm the Capitol when this should be the tightest security in the nation, these buildings? Okay, because you got Nancy Pelosi, you got Chuck Schumer, you got Mitch McConnell, you got the vice president, you got all these people in these buildings. Should be the tightest security possible. Okay, so these people that stormed the building, how do you know that it could have been that 4 or 5 of these people had backpacks on with pressure cookers. And don't tell me the government doesn't think about that and have that already, figured out to lock people out. Because there's some very important demons that congregate in these buildings, right? But they allowed them in, and they did their destruction. Some people died, and because of that, because they were allowed in, now the government has more power to take care of any kind of protest whatsoever. They're gonna do. Trump just allowed it. So you see the picture there of what's taking place, what happened. Okay, this is how they do it. This is how the government operates. We're going to allow something so we can squeeze in this law, so we can do this, so we can do that, so we can give ourselves more power. And in the process, we're making the zombies, the dumbed down sheep, think that we're protecting them. When in fact, we're just bringing in the new world order. We're bringing in the chip. We're bringing in everything we need to bring in. So this is exactly how the government works, guys. One other thing on my mind. Taliban. Have you guys heard about the Taliban in the last year and a half? Where did they go? You haven't heard nothing about the Taliban on the news? Nowhere. Okay, they're gone. Poof, they disappeared. Okay, who was the Taliban? The Taliban was this group of ragtag, probably about maybe 40, 50 guys, okay, with guns running around. They had bandanas on. They looked like Rambo. Running around, firing off bullets, whatever. And supposedly, all the militaries of the world couldn't stop these guys. You got the United States, you got China, you had Russia, you had India, you had Japan, Canada. All these militaries together could not stop the Taliban because the Taliban was so powerful. They were tearing ass through the Middle East, taking over whatever they wanted, raping women, raping kids, all kinds of stuff, guys. Nope, they couldn't be stopped. Okay, but all of a sudden, guys, have you heard about the Taliban in the last year and a half? Boom, they're gone. Just like that, they vanished. Okay? You couldn't stop them. Now they're gone. So that tells me something damn fishy is totally up, right? I was thinking about that the other day. What happened to them guys? Again, this is how the government operates. They bring in situations. They'll even bring in a war over your TV, because that's the only place you're going to see it is on the TV and the media. You have no idea if a war is going on over there or not. It's just what you're being told. Okay? You have no idea if Hitler killed 5 million people. It's just what you're being told, what you're being taught. You see how they use the TV and the television and the media? All they got to do is broadcast it over that big black satanic box, and 98% of these zombies actually believe it. Just like this thing that goes over your face. Okay? So anyway, with the Taliban, they're gone. Boom, they're gone. It's over. Two things that showed me early on that the Taliban was fake and that the government was just using them as all the governments of the world were using them as an excuse to get the blind, the dumbed down sheep to believe that the governments are good, that they're protecting you, okay, from the boogeyman that doesn't exist. The first thing, there was a bomb that went off over there that the Taliban let off, supposedly. You guys remember this? A couple years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. And some smart guy who had his head on his shoulders noticed that the footage from the bomb that the United States all around the world was showing was actually a bomb that went off on an Air Force base in the United States 3-4 years earlier. So he said, no, that bomb did not go off over there. That went off on this Air Force base 4 years ago. So anyway, he put it on the internet. It went viral. And then your government knew they were busted. So that's when Trump had to come out and start blaming it all on the fake news. So the fake news is showing bombs that aren't even going off and telling you that the Taliban is out to destroy the world, which they weren't, because it's just a ragtag team of 20, 30 guys, probably actors with guns. Okay, so that's the first thing right there. You know, Trump knew it was a lie. He's a liar. He knew it. But he had to, it was exposed, so he had to come out and blame it on the news. Another thing that showed me the Taliban was fake and they probably don't even exist at all is the fact that there was a news crew that was showing them going across the desert. I mean, here you got 40, 50 tanks. You got all these Taliban guys on top of these tanks with their guns, and they look like Rambo, and they're going, and here they are in the middle of the desert, going across the desert. And there's a news crew, and they're putting this on TV, showing the big bad Taliban. But yet, where is the United States military? Where is Russia? Where's China? Where's Japan? Where's all these militaries that are out trying to take these Taliban out when they're in the middle of a desert wide open? Okay, so they're in the middle of the desert wide open, perfect time, sitting ducks, go over there and bomb them and take them out. But no, they didn't do that. It was just to get them on the film, to get them on the news, showing, a small fraction of this mighty army that all the militaries of the world can't stop. So anyway, you ain't heard nothing about the Taliban in the last year and a half. Nobody has. You know why? Because they're fake. They don't even exist. They're brought up for whatever reason. The government had to cover something up, maybe with Hillary Clinton, maybe with Bill Clinton, whatever was going on at the time. They needed all the little sheep to get their brains on the Taliban. The government's going to protect you. Okay? And that's how the government operates. So all we got to do is get our big black, put all this on a black box that brainwashes all the little mice, all the little sheep that believe everything that comes over the black box. And right now, with this thing going over your face, you're being bombarded by the black box to believing that all that's true. Okay, so they can shoot you up. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, man. But anyway, the Capitol building, now the new power comes out that the government's going to have, and the Taliban. Use your mind on that. Think about that stuff, guys. All right, peace out. Take care. God bless. Have a great day.